Hello there, everybody, and welcome into another live edition of Off the Bench. I'm your host, Commissioner Filson, and today I have another special guest of ours, formerly known as Michelob Ultra 69 or Jacoby or
Sup?
Jacob York. So say hello.
How's it going, people? Love to be here. I'm an avid fan of Michelob Ultra. Hence my
As you
name.
can tell.
Hence my name.
But
Yeah, glad to be here.
awesome. Glad to have you, man. Glad we could schedule something and make this happen. So let's get right into it. All right. So, man, the college football season has came and went. Sadly enough, because it feels like it's just been here. But now we are already into the postseason with the playoff and Heisman favorites and odds, which the Heisman show will be aired tonight on ESPN. And so far, I believe that everyone believes that Mendoza will probably win it just because of his performance at the Big Ten championship game against Ohio State. But I truly believe that there should be a shakeup in all of that. To me, I believe that Diego Pavia from Vanderbilt has been lights out all season long, and we can get into comparison with passing yards and touchdowns. And Pavia, with his passing yards, he's got 3192 passing yards with 27 touchdowns, and his odds to win tonight is plus 800. And Fernando Mendoza, his passing yards, he's got 2,980 with 33 touchdowns. So, and his odds are, of course, minus 1,000. So you're not going to win a lot of money there, at all. But so, as a fan perspective, from me, I truly think that Diego Pavia should win this award simply for the fact that he's been more of a mobile dual threat quarterback this year than Mendoza has. And he's put the team on his back, especially this year against Auburn and Tennessee. The end of the regular season. So to me, I believe Pavia should win this tonight, but I doubt it. I believe that Mendoza has it wrapped just because he beat the number one team in the nation in the Big Ten championship game. So that's who I have winning it.
I think that Pavia. Now, I am a avid Vanderbilt fan and have been my entire life, but I think Pavia needs. He deserves it. I am a little biased, like I said, but you look at his stats. He's got more passing yards. He only has two more interceptions than Fernando Mendoza, but he has 800 rushing yards, 600 more than Mendoza, and two more rushing touchdowns. So I think, in my head, he deserves it. If you look at those past games, he has had, I believe it was just under or just over 400 passing yards and multiple touchdowns in his last four games each. And yes, they're 10-2. They lost to Alabama 30-13 at Alabama and lost 36-33 at Texas. So Indiana is undefeated. But if you look at how Mendoza played in the Big Ten championship game, I don't think it warrants him to be anywhere close to minus 1,000. I mean, if he should be the favorite and they're undefeated and whatnot, and he has a little bit better stats, but I still think Diego Pavia deserves it.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that. I mean, yeah, granted, the Big Ten, they're just not as competitive as the SEC has been this year. That's a given fact. Okay, I don't care who you are. Plus, and Pavia has had lights out numbers with Vanderbilt. I mean, you wouldn't have thought Vandy would be even in this position without him, or with Clark Lee, but for that matter. So yeah, give me Pavia to win tonight, but I doubt that he does.
I feel the same exact way. On to the you want to get on to the playoffs?
Yes.
On to the playoffs. obviously, yes, I want Vanderbilt in the playoffs, but deservedly, no. What I do have a problem with is the uh, what is the group of five?
Yes, it is the group of five.
That is bullshit. Sorry, this is not. We're playing football. We're not playing college basketball. Completely different format. Yes, it's great watching March Madness. You can see get the Cinderella runs like Loyola Chicago or the UCLA when they had a playing game and made it to the Final Four and lost on a buzzer beater to Gonzaga. But JMU and Tulane, they're what 21 and 17-point underdogs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be shocked if they even cover that. They're going to get their doors blown off. It needs to be the 12 best teams, and Notre Dame's not one of them.
They're trying to make this, everyone deserves a chance. And, they're trying to make this where everyone wants to be happy. You can't please everybody. You just can't. So, with that being said, dude, the group of five should not belong in the 12-team playoff at all. To me, my perspective is I think that they should have their own playoff system to where they can play up to their competition, and we'll see what happens with that. To me, I think that makes more sense.
Have it like a group of four be the actual national champion.
Yes,
kind of like how D2 and D3 they have like right. North Dakota, South Dakota State.
Exactly,
they have their own thing. Do like yes, they're still D1 and whatnot, but have their own separate championship because But there's always going to be somebody pissed off because Florida State a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago, R.I.P. Kirk Herbstreit on that one. they should have went, but there's a bylaw in their contract with the College Football Playoff Committee that says, hey, based on a coach leaving and not being like Lane Kiffin this year, or they're not being a good starting quarterback, which they had there on their third string for Florida State, they can kick them out. Which that's why I thought Ole Miss might not make the playoffs, but they were pissed, fifth team out. I'm not happy Vanderbilt got in. I get it. I'm not that mad about it. But there's always going to be somebody mad. If you make it 4 teams, 12 teams, 25 teams, somebody's going to be pissed so they're one team out.
Someone's always going to, complain that they did not get a chance to make it into this playoff, which they can get mad all they want to. But at the end of the day, it's not who deserves the most to get in. It's who are the best 12 teams to make it into this playoff. Now, I will say this year, other than the G5 making it, I think that they actually made sense of these teams this year. Now, how they went about it the past month is completely stupid. So they had Notre Dame above Miami this entire time until the final rankings went out when you had Miami jump Notre Dame for that final playoff spot. And to me, that is the committee is biased anyways, and they are completely stupid when it comes to this. So to me, the committee really should have one show all year long, and that is the final playoff bracket show spot. Who gets in and who gets out.
Completely agree with that. They need to have. They're leading Notre Dame on this entire time, and then having them out, which rightfully so. I do a little biased, hate Notre Dame also.
Exactly.
But, you look at who they played. They barely played anybody, and then they got beat head to head to Miami. So cry about it if you want to. They Miami deserved to be in, and Notre Dame didn't.
Because of that head to head.
Yeah, but they got. If they would join a conference, that's all they need to do. Don't play these cupcake games. I don't know their schedule off the top of my head for next year, but it is, oh my God, ridiculous.
They set their own schedule too.
Exactly. That's the problem. And if they were in a conference in ACC or Big Ten, whatever, they try to join the SEC, they'll go 2-10 probably. But they don't deserve to be in at all.
Not at all. I completely agree. And yeah, so this whole playoff system that we've had for a few years now has been flawed anyways. The BCS system worked for a few years, and then, oh, wait, we need a playoff. This doesn't work anymore. So they implemented the 14 playoff. Oh, wait, there should be more teams involved. We don't agree with just 4 teams being in, so let's make it 12. And then, oh, well, right now, there are talks being held saying, oh, we need 16 teams in. To me, no, that makes no sense. But as a fan, this is complete bull crap, is what I think. But this is all about money. This is what it's all been about. Has been money, chasing dollars, and to me, that's just load of crap.
It's unreal. The money side of it, the NIL side of it, that's all they're trying to chase. And
Mm-hmm.
I just, I almost feel like every year in my head, I feel like there's only like 4, maybe 5 teams that can actually win the national championship.
Mm-hmm.
I do not think Ohio State can, but like Indiana, Texas Tech's really good. We need to get on BYU too. About them getting let out. And Georgia. That's honestly the 3 I think that can win.
Yeah.
No offense.
That's look. Bama's got their own problems on offense alone, so I understand. But yes, I mean, really, there are only 4 teams that can truly win it, and those are the 4 teams that are on a bye week this week, or coming up next week.
And you look at what happened last year with the bye weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It did not fare
bullshit.
Well. Yeah.
You had an Arizona State team win the Big 12 last year. They were ranked 15th